Hey, this is David B69, and I know what you're saying, so don't say it first. You're saying, Dave, why? Why? We asked you not to talk so we can enjoy the games, and we're sick of hearing those birds chapping. Okay, so I moved the birds into the other room for this broadcast. It's just for one broadcast only. I promise not to be talking too much. It will be okay. We will all live. We will all survive. Anyways, few things. Between the last episodes and stuff, I produced like a couple trade offers and stuff. I think both of them have zero chance of going through. But I wanted to show them and share them anyway. There's like two of them and everything. I had two minor leaguers for Rafael for call and a relief pitcher. Not going to happen. Milwaukee's just going to be laughing its way and everything. Said, this guy's ranked a 73 and you want a 72, a 74, a 65. Yeah, no shot. I know that. But I'm just going to throw it out anyway. The other trade is John Lester for Carlos Ruiz and Derek Spangler, which is a minor leaguer for my team. They really wanted the relief pitcher. They really wanted a catcher. I figure, why not? Chance of this going through? So little. I mean, they're basically giving up, it's like salary-wise and stuff and everything. Ruiz makes a lot of money. Lester makes a lot of money. I don't think it's going to happen. I just wanted to share that I did make these trade offers, and I'm still trying to make deals during this time of year. As you can see, though, in the standings, I'm only 7 games back. I've been on a 4-game winning streak. Even in a wild card, still 7 games back there. Anything is possible. A little bit, we got a little less than 2 months to go. Anything's possible. I got, like, what is it, 4-game series against the Mets coming up? Anything's possible. So let's see what happens. We got Cliff Lee against Matt Harvey coming up now. Ooh, we're going to wear old throwback uniforms today. Gonna rest Ashy. And we'll go with the rest of the lineup. I'll leave the rest alone. Harvey's a right-hander, so I'm going to leave Howard batting. Actually going to play, I don't know, actually, that's Marlon Bird a game. Yeah, there's no need to do that, though. Anyway, we'll just advance. You can see home run wise, I'm out to set the record for most home runs in a season. I win this game though, I'm at 500. Anything can happen. I never thought I would make a run like this after my last losing streak. But I'm trying to go 2 games a day, and we'll see what happens. Sometime in the future, probably within the next 2 weeks or so, probably 3 weeks. Yeah, probably 3 weeks. The fidelity of the thing should go from 720p to 1080p. The reason right now that it's only broadcasting at 720p and you're getting that black square around my screen is because that's what my TV is. Basically, I'm looking at upgrading, and I should be doing that. I would normally do it next week, but I have a lot of plans next week, so I'm probably going to wait till the week after.
Citizens Bank Park. Should be a good one. Mets and Phillies next.
Now, the Mets have been falling apart a little bit. The Braves and the Nationals and myself and our team
on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call The Bank, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the homestand continues with the start of a 4-game series between the East-leading New York Mets and the Phillies. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. I'm joined by Eric Karros and the newest member of our team, Steve Lyons, as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Yeah, and this one should be a pretty good matchup here. Two quality starters, both, however, coming off of losses the last time they took the ball, so we'll see which one of these guys gets back up on the beam.
Now what I'm going to try to do is, I mean, if you've been watching, my, it's like with no Hamels and with the other guy injured too, it's going to be like really hard for me to make a run. I'm going to limit Cliffley's innings to probably just 6 innings today.
Three-time All-Star, the former Cy Young Award winner, lefty Cliff Lee.
I'm thinking that with Cliff Lee, he pretty much falls apart later in the games. I might just try to limit it so maybe he'll do better.
And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball.
Watch him give like 5 or 6 runs up in the first inning.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul.
But I'm really having a lot of fun broadcasting these games.
Carrying to deep right. Under it is Bird as he takes it for out number 1. So good work there by Lee to get the first out here, and with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. Daniel Murphy will stand
really
in
looking
now,
forward to
turn things
doing the same thing with Madden.
Just 1 hit in his past 4 ball games. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this pitch is hit hard as it'll fall into right field for their first hit of the ball game.
Come on, you know, with Houston, you can't like run around a base and just get tagged out.
Around 300. It's all the way down into the 270s here to start the ball game, but he's starting to show signs of coming around, and that was a good swing there.
David Wright will stand in, and he was the entirety of their offense yesterday afternoon as he drove in both of their 2 runs. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Rollins on to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Well, this is a much easier play for a left-handed first baseman to make, especially when you're charging in like that. He doesn't have to turn his back to the play, so he gets a good gauge on whether he still has time or not, and he's able to fire onto second base in time to get that force out.
Curtis Granderson will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play. Now a changeup, and this is hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw on to the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. Nothing happening against Cliff Lee here in the first. It's the Mets 0, Phillies coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. So we're set to go for the home half of inning number 1.
Leading off for the Phillies, center fielder, number 19.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is lined into right field, and he's aboard here with the leadoff single.
Here we go.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Jimmy Rollins will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he's back easily. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate, so On a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away.
That might have been low, too. Yeah, it was.
And now this is smothered, but it squirts away a bit. Harvey over to first, but the runner's back easily. And a step off. Runners on the move for second. And he'll be run down between first and second.
Frustrating.
A mental mistake that time as he's picked off for the first out.
That's
I thought he was just about to lift his leg up.
Just gets a little too antsy out there. So,
so
once they
frustrating.
step off, he's left with nowhere to go.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Chase Utley will stand in, and you see there, he's been scorching hot these past few games. First pitch coming. Now a ball hit high and deep out there to left center field. And that'll get
That
down
would
out there for
easily
extra bases.
scored win.
And Utley still going. He's heading for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Well, this won't hurt the old slugging percentage any. This thing finds a seam out there. He makes it all the way around to third with his third triple of the year.
Ryan Howard will dig in now. And he's come through in many a situation like this. Currently fourth in the National League RBI race. Fouled straight back.
Long fly ball, deep second base.
Way up on the infield, and I mean way up there. Murphy is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Lucas Duda will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Lucas Duda.
Fouled back. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
And this is what you like to see, especially coming off of a loss in his last start. These first couple innings, he's coming right after guys.
And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. And it's a fly out to start the second, one away. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race.
You can see Washington won their game today. And I think Atlanta did too. That's why
so one away here with the bases
standings
empty.
that way are.
And that'll bring in the center fielder, Chris
That's
Young.
why win this game, Washington is in first place.
And here's another
Oh,
fly ball.
crap.
This one's heading out to center field. And this is going to split the alley. It's extra bases for Young. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Batting seventh, shortstop,
Omar Quintanilla will take his cuts now. In there for strike one, 0-1. for Young. Another extra base hit to add to the total, now 19 on the year. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
And the one thing this guy will do, he won't give away at-bats. He may not be the most talented guy on the field, but he'll grind you up.
Yeah, throws that guy at second.
Over to Howard, and that's the second out.
Yeah, just a little topper back to the mound. A good job to look the runner back and then throw on to first for the out.
Taylor Teagarden will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And Howard will amble over to the bag for the putout, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
We need some runs. Should have had a lead after that first inning.
A big power threat here, to say the least. Currently 3rd in home runs in the National League. Now a slider hit pretty well, but he might have got under it just a bit as this is out toward deep center. Young is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a 1-pitch out.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Dominic Brown will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep to left field. Where is this going to land?
That's back-to-back at bats for Brown for a home run. And home run in the extra inning game from yesterday.
A solo home run for Dominic Brown. Number 26 for him on the season, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
He's eating up at the right time. There used to be a firework animation that used to shoot right out there in center field, but I think last year they stopped it.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
That's pretty deep out there.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in is the catcher, Carlos Ruiz.
Carlos Ruiz was one person that I thought would have a bigger season. He hasn't really played well here.
Fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. They're saying 417 feet, the distance on that last home run.
417. That's a nice shot.
Off the plate again, and it's 2-0. Pitch is swung on and lifted in the air for the center fielder, Young. And that's out number 2.
Batting 8th, third baseman,
Rafael Furcal will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Here's a 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center.
Wow.
Young, but he won't come up with it. That ball is gone.
It was a normal swing. Not a power shot.
A solo home run here for Rafael Furcal. 6th home run on the season for him. as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Tiffany's pumped up. Tiffany's like, I haven't got earned sport all year.
Relying on one pitch out there, you become a one-pitch pitcher. There's no doubt in the hitter's mind what's coming. He's sitting on this one all the way, and he launches it right over the wall.
Cliff Lee will stand in.
Pitcher, Cliff Lee.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Line hard, but foul. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike three, and the inning is over.
Top of the order to start the next inning.
Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Matt Harvey will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
The fact that he was able to foul off the first one, I should have just changed it up. See the same pitch.
And just when you think you're all set up with the pitcher leading off an inning, this happens. Just goes to show you, you take anyone for granted up there, they can come back and hurt you.
Eric Young Jr. will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. A step on the bag for 1.
He kind of got stuck in an in-between position right here. I don't think he quite knew whether to flip it or step on the bag and take it himself. So he does get the sure out, but no shot at the double play.
Oh, Washington beat Atlanta.
Daniel
That's
Murphy
what happened.
will stand in. A base hit his first time around. And there's a fastball from Lee to start him out. It's 0-1.
Good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Long run, but he tracks this one down out there for the second out. Nice play.
Now, this is a really tough play for a left fielder here, especially when he's moving to his right, because there's almost no foul ground here until that wall comes right up in your face. So just a great job to stay with that play.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And stepping in, the all-star third baseman, David Wright. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And a real chess match going on over there at first now as he steps off to stare him back. Running is Young. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
And with 2 outs, this was an excellent spot to try to take second base. The worst case scenario is if you get thrown out, you allow a good hitter to come back and lead up.
Now meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. The throw to the plate, and they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now.
A really good at-bat here as we watch it again. Look, he finds his pitch, drives it right back up the middle, and with 2 away, that runner doesn't have to hold up and make sure it drops. He's moving on contact, and he's going to wind up scoring easily.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Here he comes on 2-2. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Brown retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Phillies lead this one. Number 19 will stand in.
Need to get that run back.
Off the home first.
Center fielder, number 19.
I don't feel comfy with a 1-run lead. No.
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. And he waits on the changeup there and pulls it to fairly deep right field. Granderson is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
The shortstop, number 11.
1 away, and Jimmy Rollins will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the 2nd out.
Boy, that curveball is really moving now. He gets him to swing right over the top of it, and then you're going to see the nice work behind the plate to do a little cleanup back there and then get the put out down at first.
Chase Utley is at the plate as he watches ball 1. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit high and out to straightaway left. Yes. And this one is a home run. Solo shot that time from Chase Utley. Number 26 for him on the season, and it gives the Phillies a 3-1 lead.
Well, this place has a reputation as being a launching pad, and it ain't hard to see why. That's already 3 balls that have left the yard so far, and I would doubt sincerely that'll be the last.
Ryan Howard will dig in. He popped out his first time. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
The most interesting thing is Chase Utley has a triple and a home run. All he needs is a single and a double.
It's now 3-1 Philly.
I don't think I've ever had a guy hit a cycle for.
Stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
First baseman.
It's like you've got the 2 weirdest ones. You get the triple and a homer out of the way. Being only in the 4th inning now. Possible.
And this is fouled back and out of play. 0-1 sent on the ground to second for Utley. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And both guys have been coming with some low to mid 90s heat here. 96 versus 93 as the top two speeds thus far. Chris Young will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. And a big swing as Young sends a drive out to deep left field. He's around first on his way to second now. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Well, no shortage of offense early on. That's already 10 hits combined between these two teams. And he pulls into second with a hard hit double right here.
It is back.
Omar Quintanilla will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. For Young, he reaches the 20 mark in doubles with that last two-bagger. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
And right now, he shouldn't have any second thoughts about working hard inside. Even if you hit the guy.
And meanwhile, this pitch gets away from him in the dirt, and now let's see. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt, and as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile, the run is in to score.
Well, this is going to get him a run closer. A simple ground ball here plates the runner from third, and we're back now to a one-run game.
Taylor Teagarden
Why
trying to start over now with the bases empty and two away following the RBI ground out. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. All the way here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. If you can jam this guy, get him to roll over something, you don't have to strike him out.
And a good pitch that time for Lee, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And this is on the ground foul, wide of Howard over at first base. And he misses, ball 4.
That's a good job right there with 2 away, because if nothing else, you get your pitcher to the plate here in this inning, so you don't force him to lead off your next inning offensively.
Matt Harvey will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. One good fastball deserves another as he jumps ahead 0-2 now. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets 2. Marlon Byrd will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Right fielder,
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. To right field. Granderson is right there, and he's got it for out number 1.
Wow, he's been like a cat with 9 lives out there. Normally, when you give up 3 home runs, you're going to be in big trouble. But luckily, they've been solo homers, so it's kept them in the ballgame.
Dominic Brown comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
And he swings and hits this ball high in the air and deep to left center field. Young is there to take it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. The guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Carlos Ruiz will try it again. He flew out his first time. Swing and a liner toward right center. And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
And it's just the 4th inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And here's the table setter, Rafael Furcal. And this is going to be a foul ball. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. And that's swung on and missed by Furcal as he falls behind here, 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More in a... Eric Young Jr. will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. And this is swung on and pretty well hit. Out to deep left center field. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the 5th. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't help but think about all the men they've left on base so far and how many times a triple like this could have really done some damage. Instead, they'll have to be content to take this one with the bases empty.
Daniel Murphy is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. You gotta say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here. Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And that lead disappears with it as this is now a 3-3 ball game. David Wright will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Grounded fouled off to the right side. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Curtis Granderson will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Slice down the left side, but foul. And this is in the dirt, but Ruiz able to block it nicely. Fouled back. Again, a 1-2. Now a swing and a ground ball to third. And Granderson will be aboard with a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only 1 away. Lucas Duda will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Andres Torres has moved into the on-deck circle now, so that means the end for Cliff Lee. Here's the first offering. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
In the air, down the left field line and deep. Young is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
And these guys already have 3 home runs in the game, and he's making a bid for number 4 here. And he didn't miss that one by all that much.
Number 19 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far. Now a fastball smashed into the alley in right center, and this will get down for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, when you're hot, you're hot. There's no denying he's been swinging one of the hottest bats on the club, if not the entire league. And he comes through again with his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one for 2 bases.
So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. First offering on the way. Lays off 1-0. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's 12 doubles now on the campaign. And this is fouled back and out of play. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop.
That was low, but I got to protect.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
short lead from second. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. And that's in there. Base hit.
No way he's getting it.
And that's going to break our tie as the runner scores
There
from
you go.
second to make it a 4-3 ball game. Chase Utley will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. On the ground to short. This could be 2. 1 there. Back to Duda. A double play, and the inning is over. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 4 and the Mets 3. Brad Lincoln will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year. Chris Young will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that.
Oh, crap.
Here, this ball's given a pretty
Need
good
a
ride out to
leadoff
deep
walk.
left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a solo shot for Chris Young. Number 14 on the season, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Oh, sorry, Cliff. No win today.
Boy, he is filling up the stat sheet, that's for sure. 2 doubles earlier in the ball game, and now this. It's been a one-man wrecking crew so far.
Omar Quintanilla will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. And a high strike there, 0-1. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Now a hard liner toward short. On to first as it took off on Howard a bit, but he stays with it for the first out.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. Somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Taylor Teagarden will dig in with 1 in and 1 away. And he gets ahead 0-1. Sticks with the fastball here as he forges ahead 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And that's in there for a called 3rd strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away.
Well, he's made 5 or 6 quality pitches in this inning, but he just made the one bad one. And you can bet that's the one he's going to remember when he gets back to the dugout. Good job here, though, because he bounced back to retire the next 2 guys that he faced.
Matt Harvey will bat for himself here in a tie ball game in the 6th. And that misses, ball 1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Swing and a ground ball to short. Up with it is Rollins. Throw on to the first baseman Howard, and with that, the side is retired. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. All even now at 4 apiece. Ryan Howard will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
First baseman, Ryan Howard.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
This is where a guy who's been very aggressive around the plate may start thinking about being a little more fine later on in the game. When these guys start thinking, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go up there and jump on the first pitch, you don't even have to throw them something good to hit.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
Well, only 3 strikeouts for him in the ball game, but when you've got that slow stuff keeping guys off balance, you don't need to rely on strikeouts.
1 out for the Phillies in their half of the 6th. And standing in now is Marlon Byrd. Pitch by Harvey is hit right back past him on the mound, and this is going to continue into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Dominic Brown will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And this is going to be a foul ball. Swing, and he pulls the fastball that time high in the air toward fairly deep right center. And plenty of room out there for Granderson, and there are 2 away now.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Carlos Ruiz will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And a good pitch, but no offer from Ruiz. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's still sticking with that fastball, but you start to get the sense that it's flattening out just a little bit. That could be a warning sign.
And a good pitch there as he reaches out to hit this one on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 7th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. 7th inning straight ahead, but first let's take a look at the game summary for the first 6 innings of baseball. Eric Young Jr. will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Eric Young Jr.
Aaron Loop will be the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 62, Aaron Loop.
In there, no balls and a strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Swinging a liner back through the box. And that'll get through into center, so there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
So much of hitting is all about getting the right pitch. Here, he didn't like either one of the first couple he sees. Falls behind quickly, 0-2. But then he finally gets a location he can do something with, and whack, base hit.
A look at Young. Now the pitch. Fouled straight back. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Furcal will take this one in for route number 1. David Wright would get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Here's one hit towards the hole. Rollins on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Oh, there is so much that can go wrong with this play right here. This will give us a great angle to look at it. Look where he fields this thing. Then as he goes to throw it, stop it right there. He's got no real direct lane to the bag. Now, we've seen guys screw this up all the time. They throw it off the runner's back, they hit someone's helmet, anything can go wrong. But he's able to avoid that danger here as he gets that force at second base.
Curtis Granderson will step in. A base hit in his last time. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count.
And that will find the seats. A home run.
My God. Okay.
A 2-run home
Wow.
run for Curtis Granderson. Number 21 for him on the season. And it's now 6-4.
I didn't see that one coming. He's having a good inning until then.
Lucas Duda will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you need.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Mets 6 and the Phillies. Rafael Furcal will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And this is going to be a foul ball. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And Young is right there to make the play for route number 1.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Okay.
John Mayberry will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Well, he's letting it fly with that swing, but really, you're down by 2. Your task here off the bench, get on base.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. From deep in the hole. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
How do you get enough on this throw? That's what I want to know. He gets this thing deep in the hole, then basically just spins and chucks it as he's backing away into left field. I mean, that is some kind of play right there.
Number 19 will be the batter. 2 for 3 with a double thus far. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Driftle territory now toward the third base dugout. And Wright will make the catch to retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Mets are out on top, 6-4. Al Albuquerque will come in and pitch now. Chris Young will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. A look at our line score thus far. The Mets have come to Philadelphia, and they lead the Phils here in the 8th. Omar Quintanilla will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's a nice comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Taylor Teagarden will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
I thought my second base, since the ball was on the side of second base, I thought my second baseman would be going after the ball.
Ruben Tejada will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Big cut there by Tejada, but he misses, and it's 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Mets strand 1. They're up 6-4. Kyle Farnsworth is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Jimmy Rollins will lead it off here for Philadelphia to be followed on deck by Chase Utley. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this is going to be a foul ball. And Rollins goes after one here and sends it on the ground out to second. 1 away.
Now batting the second baseman, Chase Utley.
Chase Utley will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. a swing and a drive high in the air and deep to right center field. And this game just got a little more interesting. This is a home run. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game. And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Well, and the thing that's tough to figure here, you've got 4 home runs now as a team. You're still losing. I mean, that seems almost impossible, but that's the situation we have.
Bartolo Colon will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning. Ryan Howard will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a ball lined to the right side. And Howard's going to have himself a base hit.
Here's a situation where he just says, shift. What shift? I tell you, you've got to hit a ball awfully, awfully hard to get it through an alignment like that. But he's able to do it here.
Marlon Byrd will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
Get that runner in a scoring position. That's mine.
1 out.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Well, for a relief pitcher, he hasn't given him a whole lot of relief. That's back-to-back singles now since he showed up, and he's in a heck of trouble now.
Dominic Brown will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is going to be a foul ball. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2. Ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Young will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Carlos Ruiz will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Darren Ruff will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 18, Darren Ruff.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. swing, hard hit ball to second. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down, but he won't have a play after all, as that'll load the bases.
It's tempting to have him run, but...
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And here's the table setter, Rafael, for call. Good fastball there from Colon. It's 0-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And that'll plate the tying run from third, as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
And this is what you need if you're going to build a winning ball club. You've got to have those support guys down in the order. He comes through with an important 2-out RBI.
Carlos Torres will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out. Cody Ashe will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 25, Cody
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from it, so you got to suck it up.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. One pitch, a curveball that's right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, he's got a big pitch coming up here. That would be huge if he could get out of this with the game still even.
Now a big
swing, popped it up.
A major league
Oh my
way
goodness.
up there toward the center of the diamond. Right is there now to put this one away for the 3rd out, as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We've played 8 full, and we are all even. Darren Ruff will stay in the ball game, as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
now catching. Number 18, Darren Ruff.
Okay. Starter is going to come in the game.
Antonio Bastardo will enter now to start the ninth inning, as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. Eric Young Jr. will stand in to lead things off here in, can you believe it, a tie ball game again.
Yeah, this thing has had more ups and downs than my 401k, and I've got a feeling we've got some more to come.
Humberto Quintero is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 38, Humberto Quintero.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one.
And think about it, in game one of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. And not the start they were hoping for, as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the ninth. Now the first pitch. And he takes something off here, as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. Number 19 is there, and he'll bring this one in. David Wright will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choice his last time. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and Rollins won't get there. It's a base hit. Curtis Granderson will see if he can find a gap somewhere, as he's got the possible go-ahead run at first with 2 down. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. And just lucky to make contact on that one, as it's chopped foul. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he will make it to the bag, a step ahead of the runner, and that ends the inning. Bobby Parnell comes on now, trying to keep this ball game tied. Number 19 will bat now. A couple of hits in 4 trips, including a double. And he committed to that one a bit too soon, as it locks him up for strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
And that misses 1-1. Here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Young has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Jimmy Rollins will stride in, grounded out his last time through. First pitch to him. Swing and a shot toward second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
Well, I can't take another extra.
Chase Utley is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his second home run of the game, as he dearly loved to make it 3 right here. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Now a ball hit high in the air out to center field. Young is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So they can't get that winning.
And I don't have any more pinch hitters.
Lucas Duda will lead it off here in the top of inning number 10. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. foul toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Fouled back. Here comes a 1-2. Hit softly to the right side. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out, as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning. Chris Young will try it again. He homered back in the 6th inning. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Ruff will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Omar Quintanilla will stand in. Called out on strikes his last time. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. And he takes something off here, as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. Number 19 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Juan Lagares will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Here's the first pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. And here's a fastball called for strike two.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Fouled back. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Oh, the crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot, though.
Just does stay alive, as this is fouled back. Another 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is going to be a foul ball, as that keeps things at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. How about this for an at-bat?
Best we've seen tonight, no question.
And a fastball taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Ruff is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Mets strand 1. This game remains tied at 6. Travis d'Arnaud is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 15.
Ryan Howard will lead it off now in the home half of inning number 10. Ball 1.
Had Lyden warming up against her lefty. I'm surprised they didn't throw him in there to face Howard. Not that I'm complaining.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. Now, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike.
Yeah, and you're going to see a lot of swings like that in extra innings. Guys go up there thinking, I'm going to take one chance here and see if I can't end this thing right now and be the hero.
And a swing as he pulls this one into right. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow!
And if this ball is in the alley just a little bit more, who knows where this thing ends up. Instead, it finds the outfielder's glove, and fortunately for them, that keeps the potential winning run off base.
Antonio
And I have no
Bastardo,
choice but to
big
bat
hit
him.
at the plate. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Grounded softly to the left side. There to get it is right. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
2 up, 2 down to start off the bottom half. Starting to look like this one's going to go another inning. Great.
Dominic Brown will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one.
Over the 10th inning yesterday's game.
And here's a called
Oh.
strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now a swing and a
come
little
on, that's
bouncer
ugly.
softly hit to the right side of the mound. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Phillies down in order. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Stephen Pierce is going to grab a bat now as he'll be asked to get things started in the top half of the 11th. Jake Diekman will be summoned from the bullpen here as he'll take over to start inning number 11.
Wow.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Now a ball line fouled up and over the Phillies dugout. And he sends a fastball out to left field and fairly well hit. And he's turned an 0-2 count into a home run. A solo home run for Stephen Pierce as they move out in front 7-6. Eric Young Jr. will look for his 3rd hit of the ball game now. Sinker's in there, no balls and a strike. Swing and ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Oh, you know right now on his way back to the dugout, he's got to be thinking, oh, why did you have to break one of my good gamers? Man, it's done me so good already today. I still had a lot more hits in that one.
Daniel Murphy will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Up with it is Rollins. And a throw over to Howard, and that's the second out. David Wright will dig in. He singled his last time around. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Right back to the changeup, just as effective here. It's 0-2. Center field. Number 19 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So just the one hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. It's the Mets 7 and the Phillies 6. John Lennon is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 32, John Lennon.
Darren Ruff come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down a run here in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
And this
right to him.
much as the first pitch of the inning is hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first by Quintanilla, and there's out numero uno.
Now batting, catcher, Humberto Quintero.
Humberto Quintero will be the batter.
It's better at home, though. Long fly ball, deep first.
Popped him up, and no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Duda is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Kobayashi.
Yeah, this isn't looking good.
1 in the ball game.
Looks like the winning streak is going to go by the wayside.
Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center.
Nope.
And he'll put this one away
Well.
for the final out. And the Mets have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, maybe it took them a couple more innings than they had hoped, but a win's a win, and they get a good one here on the road in 11 innings.
Time for one last check of the line.
Definitely
score in this
entertaining.
Extra innings victory. And the Mets were
I'll
given
definitely
a
back
big
you
boost
for a
tonight
second
by the
game later.
performance of this man. Chris Young,
Today.
talk about a worthy recipient.
So,
He's
this is
our
David
top
B.
player
69.
of the game.
Yeah.
And I'm out. Of course, I say I'm out, but I always fast forward one day and see if there's anything of note that posts up and pops up. And it's generally why I fast forward one day and everything before I completely sign off. I don't a day or two to keep it active. And we do have things of note. Both trades are rejected, as we thought. So, David B69, I'm out. Please like and subscribe on my YouTube page, David B69.